on Instagram. Let's do this. All right. Hey, everybody. Christine Morel here. Today we're going to be talking about 13 ways to make money with your music. Isn't that insane? Did you guys even know that there's that many? And most artists are only doing one way right now. Most artists are only putting their music on Spotify right now. And that's the only way that they're planning on making music, making money. And guess what? It is the worst way. It is the worst possible way to make money because they only pay you a fraction of a penny when you stream music. So if you are guilty of this and you're wondering why you're broke and not making money in the music industry, this is why. So we're going to be talking about 13 ways to make money in the music industry today. I'm going to post something really quick. We got, 72 more hours left. For those of you that haven't gotten this yet, I have a list of 10,000 music industry contacts at 85% off. It's bananas. 10,000 booking agents that can book you shows, 10,000 festivals that pay artists to perform, 10,000 college radio stations that play music or that play music from independent artists, 10,000 publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. It's incredible. Okay, 10,000 of them. It's 85% off. It's about to close down. The doors are about to close down. It's going to double on Christmas, and then it's going to be even more after New Year's. So it's going to cost you almost $600 to get access to all these lists. Right now, if you comment, all you have to do is comment the word Christmas. So if you comment the word Christmas, actually, let me write that down for you guys. Comment Christmas, and I'll type it down. Comment Christmas. Okay. And then we're about to talk about 13 ways to make money in the music industry, which I'm excited about. Are you guys excited about that? Because that's like I said, most artists are relying on one way, and they're relying on the worst way, which is Spotify, to make money in the music industry. So I'm here today because we're going to talk about every other way is better than this way. How many of you guys are guilty of that? Put guilty in the chat box if you're guilty of just having your music on Spotify and that's it. If you are guilty of that, put guilty. Zenny Kravitz says, yes, sir. Kawani says, I love you. I love you too, Kawani. Fi Felice says, yeah. See, I see you guys. I see you guys. And don't worry. So many of us are guilty of doing that. Okay. So don't feel bad. I got a Facebook over. Got Julia. Hey, Julia. I'm not sure if it works on Facebook. I think it does. Let me know if the link gets sent to you. If it doesn't, just let me know and I'll send you the link. It's right here on the screen. But okay, we're going to talk about, like I said, 13 ways to make money in the music industry, and all of them are better than Spotify. All of them are better than Spotify. Okay, I see some of you guys writing guilty. Guilty. Yes, yes. All right, awesome. I'm saying that. Yes, so many of you guys. All right, and don't worry about it. David says, good energy shift. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, we got Slump Dog says BMI. All right, cool. I'm just seeing if there's questions. All right, cool. So today we're going to talk about 13 ways to make money. Okay, so the first way is the worst way, and this is the most popular way, sadly. Okay, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, any streaming platforms. Okay, they pay less than a fraction of a penny. They pay literally a fraction of a penny. Even if you had 1 million people stream your music on Spotify today, 1 million people, guess how much you make? About $4,700. So let's say you spent the next 10 years trying to get 1 million people to stream your music, because most artists, it takes that long. It takes a really long time. Can you live off of? You can't even live off that in 1 year. You can't even wear that in 1 year. You can't even live off that in 1 year. And that's 1 million people streaming your music. That's 1 million. That's crazy. So I'll tell you guys, there's 1 million other ways that you can make money. So let's just start with a couple ways, okay? So a lot of people, and I was talking about this yesterday, and a lot of people don't have, let's say you don't have a website and you're not selling anything. Do you ever go to McDonald's and you show up and the menu is empty? Like never, right? You don't go to McDonald's and you look at this menu and you go, oh, there's nothing, but maybe I'll ask the chef if they can make me something random, right? You never do that. They have a menu. But artists never make offers. We never create what we offer. Like, have any of you even made it? Like, have any of you even told the world, hey, I'm available for shows. I'm available for hire. I write songs for other people. I can produce for other people. I can, whenever I just started in the business, I needed to make money and I had no idea what I was doing. But you know what I did? I would sing on other rappers' songs and they'd pay me like $300 or $400. Even if you're making $100, who cares? $50, you're making something and you're getting practice, you're networking, those types of things. And so, that's, it's really, really challenging because um, so many people don't know that there's other ways to make money. So that's just one way. Okay, you could be singing on other people's albums. Another thing is, do you have your own original music? If you have your own original music, you could be making like a small bundle. I always tell everyone, like, bundles are awesome. Like, you could be selling like a $97 bundle. Hey, Chris K, what up, girl? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Shout outs to the Bay. What? The Bay's in the house. Love you, girl. Hope you're doing awesome. A lot of people don't have like a bundle, for example. So on your website, there's nothing for them to buy. All you have is a link for them to go to Spotify. You're not going to make any money, guys. So what you want to do is you want to at least have like a bundle. And what I mean by a bundle, it could be a digital download of your album or digital download of your EP. You could make merchandise. You could have a t-shirt. You could have a ticket to a concert coming up that you're going to do. It could be a live stream that you're about to do. You'd sell something like that for $47, $97, something like that. But at least you have something that your fans can buy, because as of right now, you need 1 million people to stream your music just to make $4,000. You can't live off of that. Even if you have 1 million people stream your music, you can't live off of that. You're going to make $4,000. Guys, that's a terrible, terrible investment of your time, because it's going to cost you more in marketing and advertising for you to get 1 million people to listen to your music than what you're making. Okay, so let's just already start with that. Let's create a bundle. Okay, you can create a digital album, you can create a live stream, you can create an NFT. I mean, there's a million things that you can do that are digital, or you can create an actual autographed album. You can buy autographed posters, you can get them printed, you can do autographed postcards, you can do tickets to actual shows. Do you guys already see what I'm saying? If you don't have a menu, like an artist menu on your website, and that's I think what I'm going to call it, right? An artist menu on your website, you have nothing. Hey, Brycey, what's up? How you doing? Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Hope everything's going well with you. You need to have a music menu on your website. You need to have something that you offer. What do? Do you do live shows? Can you do custom songs for people? Can you write songs for people? Can you go and do a Valentine's sing-a-gram where you go sing for someone and they'll pay you $500? Guys, these are things that you have to offer to people, because they're not sitting around thinking about how they can give you money. That's not their job. That's your job. Just like when you go to McDonald's, you don't make up shit. You look at their menu and you go, I want that, or I want that. And then they give it to you. Okay, so you need to come up with an artist menu. What is it that you offer as an artist that people can buy from you? Now, I'll give you an example. If you're looking at booking shows, you need to have that on your site, right? You also need to be proactive in booking shows. So one of the biggest investments that I ever made was getting a booking agent. Like, that was a huge, huge thing for me. One of my booking agents has booked me more than $650,000 worth of shows now. It's absolutely insane. And they do all the work for you. You don't pay them. They only get paid when they get you paid. So they usually take like a 10% fee. So for those of you that are wondering, booking agents are awesome because literally you can get 10%. They only take 10% and they don't charge you up front, but you need to get your music in front of them. Okay, don't wait around for people to find you. For those of you that are here, also, if you comment the word Christmas, right now, my list of booking agents, I have a list of 896 booking agents all around the country. If you comment Christmas, all you gotta do is comment Christmas, you automatically get a list of all my booking agents that book paid shows for artists. You get a link to the list. They're 85% off right now. You get a list of festivals that pay artists to perform. You get my list of publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. We're going to talk about that here in a little while, because that's another form of music, ways to make money. I know, Chris K, what's on your menu? I know, I just this came to me like a couple days ago. I was like, an artist menu. That's what we need. We need it like you're going through a drive-through. You need to know what you're offering. Like, I just feel like that's going to be like a whole new thing that we're going to have to teach now. For those of you that are here on TikTok, you're going to have to actually DM me the word Christmas, okay? And then I'm going to have to manually send it to you, because my software that I have, it only automatically sends the link if you're on my Instagram or Facebook. So sorry about that, TikTok. I'm trying to figure out a good solution here, but right there, you can definitely just DM me the word Christmas and I'll send it to you. Now, guys, if you guys don't know anything about me, I've done multiple millions of dollars in the music industry, over performances, merchandise, original music, cover songs. I've done it all. I've got my music on commercials and radio. I've charted on iTunes. I've gotten Spotify plaques. And then I used to go door to door selling my music when I first started out. I used to sell my music on the streets, and I baked in a gas station, and I lived off the dollar menu. Like, I've done everything. I've done it all. And so whenever I share any information with you guys, it's from experience. And this isn't some like theoretical, like, hey, I read this in a book somewhere. Everything I'm sharing with you is from my experience. Okay. Like, I used to live off of the dollar menu at McDonald's, like $1.06. I don't even know if you guys remember this. You used to get this little burger and some fries. And then I started eating at Del Taco, because at Del Taco, if you spent $1, you got 2 tacos. I was like, hell yeah, I get 2 tacos if I spend $1 at Del Taco. Okay. That's how I survived. So I went from creating, and I was super talented. But what you guys got to remember is this isn't a talent contest. You're in the music business. It's not a talent contest. You're in the music business. So you have to treat your music like it's a business. So we need to have an artist menu. You need to have something on your menu that shows people exactly what you have to offer. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you. Artist of the year right there, man. Nice to see you on here. So what you guys want to do is, there's different ways, okay? So besides streaming, and once again, the number one way that artists are trying to make money is streaming, and it's the worst way. Let me remind you again. Why? Because it only pays you 0.0047 cents a stream, meaning if you get 1 million people to stream your music, you are only making $4,750. But how many of you in this room are good enough to where you know that there's at least 1,000 people in this world, just 1,000 people in the world, that's all you need, that are willing to, let's say, come to a show, maybe buy an album and a t-shirt. That's it. Okay. Do you guys, like, all you need is 1,000. Okay. So let's talk about this. You need 1 million people to stream your music for you to make $4,750. Or do you feel like you're talented enough to where out of all the billions of people in the world, you'll have 1,000 people that are willing to come to a show, maybe buy a t-shirt, buy an album? Because if you do, if 1,000 people spend $100 with you, they just come to a show, buy a t-shirt, buy an album, you're making $100,000. That's off of 1,000 people, as opposed to most artists trying to get 1 million people to listen to their music and only making $4,750. You can't live off of $4,750. So why are musicians so focused on streaming? Because that's all we know, because we're miseducated. That's why. And so I'm here to help educate you guys on better ways for you to make money. Now, we just talked about one of the biggest ways that I made money, that I love, that is the easiest way to get started. Okay, if you're a singer or a musician or a band, doing cover songs is an excellent way for you to make money like this. Okay, you can make money so fast. Doing original songs is awesome. It just takes some more time because you have to build a fan base that's willing to buy music from you, that are willing to buy tickets to your show. So it takes time. Okay, but if you're trying to get fast into the industry and make money, you can make money performing shows. Stevie says it ain't that simple, though. I don't know who told that you, Stevie, who told that to you, Stevie, but that is a lie. It is that simple. So just don't be lazy. It's that simple. Don't be lazy. Too many people are lazy, and too many people don't educate themselves. I'm giving you guys all of the magic right here. You will change everything. Paris says, what if I'm a rapper? I'll get to that here in just a second, okay? So let's talk about booking shows, doing cover songs. So if you're a singer, you're a musician, you're a band, and you can also do this as a rapper too, okay? But I'll explain how. Singer, musician, or band, if you sing cover songs and you put together a whole like 3 or 4 sets of cover songs, there are bands, there are casinos, bars, restaurants, weddings, corporate gigs that are willing to pay you hundreds to thousands of dollars to perform. If you're a rapper, it's a little different. So usually what you would want to do is you'd want to partner, and you want to do more popular songs, like think of Jay-Z, Beyonce, think of Me and My Girlfriend, or think of Rihanna and Eminem. What's that song? Da, 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 da. Hear me burn. That's all right, because I love the way you lie. Whatever. You Black Eyed Peas, right? You want to think of how you can collaborate with like a singer. You can perform over tracks, or you can have a band. So this applies to everyone: singer, musician, rapper, or musicians. Singer, musician, rapper, or band. Anybody can do these. So this is the fastest way for you to make money, because bars, restaurants, casinos, private gigs, all of these, they have budgets set aside to pay you. You don't have to convince them to pay you. They already do it. You can already look at casinos in your area. You can already look at bars in your area, restaurants in your area, weddings. They already pay for wedding. They already have money set aside. You don't have to convince them of anything. This is why this is a very fast way for you to start getting paid. So, and that's an easy way to get a booking agent as well. And a lot of artists, the Beatles started out like that. Justin Bieber started singing cover songs at the beginning. There was a lot of Latin artists as well. So many people did. So it's an excellent way for you to start making money fast. I had a student who um, had just lost him and his girlfriend broke up. He lost his job and he was living with his grandma, and he had no money. He had no job. We started working together. The first week he made $1,500. That's how much he made the very first week. The first 7 days he made $1,500. He went and sang cover songs at a local bar. That's what he did. He made $1,500. Now, some of you guys are like, well, I only want to do original music. That's great. It's just going to take you a little longer. I'm just giving you an option for you to make money really fast. So if you only want to do original music, that's great. That's how I started. It took me a really long time to make money because you have to build a fan base. You have to sell that music. You have to convince people to come to your shows. Venues don't usually pay you right off the bat because unless you have a fan base, because why should they pay you? And that's another thing. They shouldn't pay you if you're just showing up and performing. Getting paid means you're having a value exchange. It means you're bringing a venue money. If you're not making the venue money, you don't deserve to get paid. I get this all the time. I always get people that are like, well, people need to pay me. Pay you for what? To show up and sing on stage because you think that you're great? That's not how it works. You either bring fans or you bring people that are willing to spend money there to help that venue make money, or you sing cover songs because if that venue already has people that are there, they know that the people that are there will continue to stick around, drink, eat, hang out, as long as there's music playing that they recognize. If the music that is playing is not recognizable, they're going to go next door and they're going to go where there is a band that's playing, where there's music that's recognizable. Those venues already know this. And if they lose money, they aren't willing to pay you. So it's absolutely bananas how fast you can make money. I worked with a guy who's literally, and by the way, those of you that hear, comment the word Christmas. Okay. If you just comment the word Christmas, this is about to end. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, if you comment the word Christmas, you can get my list of 85% off of 10,000 music industry contacts. You get booking agents that book artists for paid shows. You get festivals that pay artists to perform. You get college radio stations that play music from independent artists. You get publishing companies that get your music on movies and film and movie trailers and all those types of things. So just if you comment the word Christmas, I automatically send you a link and you can learn more about it. You can see some of the results that other people have gotten. So those are a couple things, okay? We talked about creating a bundle on your site. We talked about creating an artist menu. On your website, do you have a place where people can buy stuff? Stop sending them to Spotify. If fans are asking, hey, how can I support your music? Don't send them to Spotify. Send them to a website where you have stuff for sale that actually can amount to real income. Okay, so you can have a bundle. We just talked about that. And I'm going to recap that. You can have a bundle where you can sell an album that you've actually printed, maybe a poster that you've actually printed, maybe a ticket to a concert. That could easily be $100, guys. If someone is a fan of yours, they want to buy it. I remember the first time I put out, I did a crowdfunding campaign, and crowdfunding didn't exist, by the way. I just put up a PayPal link. And I remember I told my fans, I said, hey guys, and this was in the MySpace days. I said, hey guys, I want to record a single and I don't have the money to do it. It's going to cost me $1,500. I remember the first guy that donated $500. And he was a super fan. He was always listening to my music. He was always on my MySpace. I had never met him before, and he donated $500. I couldn't believe that somebody was willing to donate $500. Super fans, they love you guys. If you make great music, like think about, some of your favorite artists. I have paid a lot of money to see some of my favorite artists. I'm not getting anything back. I'm just getting an experience. I love their music. But that's how fans feel about your music. And if you don't ask, if there's no opportunity for you to make money, if you're not asking, you will never receive. You have to ask for you to receive. If you don't have a bundle for sale on your website, if you don't have an opportunity for someone to book you for a show on your website, if you don't have an opportunity for someone to buy your album on your website, they can't buy anything from you. If all you're doing is giving them the opportunity to go to Spotify or Apple Music, you are telling people to go spend a fraction of a penny with you. That is a terrible, terrible business decision. And if you're trying to make money, this is not a good option for you, okay? So someone just asked what a good website is to sell music off of. So there's a couple that are really great. I love Bandzoogle. So I don't know if you guys heard of Bandzoogle. Bandzoogle is one of my favorite. I'm going to tell you why. It's like Wix, but it's designed for musicians. So if you go on bandzoogle.com, they have email lists. You can create your store there. It's really inexpensive. I think there's even a free version where there's like their branding is on it. But to pay for it, it's like, I think it's $17 a month or something. And then you can even set up membership platforms, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. There's so many different ways. Mario says Bandzoogle is a beast. It is. It's great. So Bandzoogle is where you can set up your store. Okay. Stop sending people to Spotify. Stop sending people to Apple. Stop sending people. Yes, Bandzoogle, the melody. Bandzoogle.com. Go there. I love them. Everything about their site is designed for musicians. You know, when you go to Wix, it's like there's all these different things. Bandzoogle is purely for musicians. You can create your electronic press kit there. You can create absolutely anything there. So it's great. Mario said the premium plan is worth it. It is. Absolutely. It's so great. Okay. So let's see. Ella says, I love Bandzoogle over here on TikTok. Awesome. Jesse says, we played a ton of shows, but never had a product base. And that's the other thing. Okay. So I want to give you guys a couple of options for those of you that don't have your own EP or album yet. Okay. So if you have your own album, you have your own EP, you can get CDs printed. Yes, people still buy CDs. You can sell your music on, your website for $20, so you can make good money, right? But let's say some of you guys don't have an album. Some of you guys, can you put in the chat box if you don't have an album yet? Put in the chat box if you don't have an album, because I'm about to blow your mind right now. I'm going to give you a way for you to make money, even though you don't have an album, even though you don't have a product, and you can literally make this tomorrow with your phone. Tell me right now, how many of you guys don't have a product right now? Put it in the chat box. Say me. Put it in the chat box, me, and I'll let you guys know right now how you can make something where you can start generating money, where you can start sending fans to this, and you can actually start making more money than what you're going to be making off of Spotify. Ecclesi says, I'm going to just pump these hearts. Mario says, I do not have one. Cargo says, me. We got a few people joining. King Bank says, no album, need connect to a studio. Okay, great. All right, awesome. So, and I see a few people just joining us. I'm about to tell you guys how to make money even if you don't have an album, okay? So Hands-On says, I'm ready to hear. Awesome, awesome. And then for those of you that just joined, if you comment the word Christmas, we only have 72 hours left, okay? If you comment Christmas, I automatically send you a link where you get a link to our 10,000 music industry contacts. It's 85% off. You get 10,000 booking agents that can book you for shows. 10,000 college radio stations. College radio stations are the actual radio stations that will play your music even if you're independent. 10,000 festivals that pay artists to perform. If you plan on performing at festivals, by the way, you need to start reaching out now. Like, don't wait for the summer. They book like 6 months in advance. Okay, they book 6 months in advance. You need to start booking like ASAP. So if you comment the word Christmas, I'll automatically send you a link to that. And I'll send you a link to more than 10,000, all of this encompassing 10,000 publishing companies and music supervisors that get your music on TV, film, commercials. Like, how cool is that? Like, I know some of you guys got music where you're like, it's just sitting on a hard drive. You made something awesome. And you're like, this needs to be on a movie. This needs to be on a film. But you don't know how to get it on there. Well, the way you get it on there is you get it to publishers, publishing companies, music supervisors. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit, okay? But first, right now, what I promised that I was going to tell you guys. So yes, just comment Christmas and I'll send it to you. Hands-On Experience says, you're truly the best. You're so sweet. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. So just comment the word Christmas and I'll send you that list. It's on sale, 85% off right now. It's on sale. It's going to go up twice as much on Christmas. And then it's going to go up for you to get everything that we're offering in this bundle. It's going to be $600 next year. It's only $47 right now. Okay. So comment the word Christmas and I'll automatically send it to you. Okay. So let's get back on track. For those of you that don't have an album, for those of you that don't have anything recorded yet, or maybe you're in the process of recording an album and you're like, Christine, I don't have anything to sell right now. Well, there's a few things that you can do. Okay. One, live stream. Done. Live stream. I'm live streaming right now and I'm selling something, right? Comment the word Christmas. You get sent a link to buy something from me. But what you can do is you can take tips. So what I did was I created a domain. It was tipchristine.com. When I would go online, I would say, hey guys, I'm going to be singing some songs here. And whenever you talk to people, don't talk to people like you have an ego, like you're the best thing that's ever walked on the earth. I've found that if you just tell people what you're trying to raise money for, like maybe you're trying to raise money to pay for your album, tell people that. Say, hey guys, I'm singing here today. If you feel like you like my music and you want to support, if you go to tipchristine.com, you're going to see all the avenues for you to send me to tip. And all the money that I make today, I'm going to be putting towards my album. I'm recording, and if you guys know anything about albums, they cost a lot of money. Do you see how nice that sounds? Like how much, like if someone really likes you as an artist, they want to support you. And then if they go to your website, like tipchristine.com, right? You could have, we got choose Caesar. If you go to choosecaesar.com and you have your PayPal link, you can create a PayPal link where they can literally click on it and send you money. Put your Venmo there, put your Zelle there, put all of it there, and just tell people, hey, go to tipchristine.com. And then you can also put all the songs whether they're original songs, whether they're cover songs. Here's all the songs that I know. And if you want to hear something today, make a request. Because if they make a request, they're going to be so excited and they're going to want to tip you because of it. And you're going to have all your options to tip there, right? So that's what's so great about this, right? So now they know what songs you have. So there's one way for you to make money, even if you don't have an album, even if you don't have a product to sell. Okay, live streaming is the quickest way for you to do. Treasure says yes, that is something I will definitely do. And you know what's great, guys? This is the best time for you to be independent, for you to be able to literally hit live. Like I'm going live on 4 platforms right now. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram over here, and I'm on TikTok over here. It's insane. Like for you to do something like this would have cost thousands of dollars in the past. For you to be able to reach the world, like the only way that you could have reached the world was through radio or TV before. That cost $1,000. Now you can do it for free. So quit being lazy and hit that live and just go live. Start singing, set up that page. Or maybe you don't have a page yet. Just tell people, hey, if you would like to send me a tip, my PayPal link is such and such. And you can just put it as a comment. You know what I mean? So those types of things. So there's one way that you can make money if you don't have a product. Another way that you can make money, I'm going to give you a quick way to make money where you can make a product really quick by tomorrow to sell. This is great, okay? True Color says, Christmas, what's the link? Okay, so when you text me, when you comment Christmas, you should automatically get a link. So if for some reason you don't get a link right away, just DM us. Just shoot me a DM and say, hey, I wanted to get the Christmas special. For those of you that just joined, I have a very big special going on right now, 85% off of 10,000 music industry contacts. It's 10,000 booking agents, 10,000 festivals that pay artists to perform. It's 10,000 publishing companies that get your music on movies and film, 10,000 college radio stations that can get your music on college radio stations. But also the great thing about college radio that a lot of people don't know about is if you get booked at a college for a show, okay, so they're playing your music on the radio and now you hit them up because you're like, hey, you're playing my music on the radio. I want to perform here. Did you know that colleges, the least that I've ever seen them pay an act is $800 a night, and they cover your flight and hotel. Did you guys know that? Most people don't know that. Most people have no idea about colleges. That is probably one of the most profitable things to get into that you can make money like this. Yet everyone's focusing on Spotify. Everyone's focusing on a platform where you make fractions of a penny. This is why you're broke. I'm sharing all of these things with you because I made these same mistakes, okay? So I don't want any of you guys to think that I've known what to do my whole life because I didn't. In fact, the first 8 years, I had no clue what to do. I used to sell my music door to door. I used to knock on people's doors and sing on people's doorsteps. I literally would sing. I would knock on doors. People would slam doors in my face. They would yell at me. They'd tell me to get a real job. I didn't even own a car. I had this little electric scooter. A little electric scooter, guys. I had this little thing that I would plug in at night to an outlet, and then I would had a bag of CDs and I'd drive around on my little electric scooter. It was embarrassing. But I didn't care. I was willing to do the work because I knew that that was not the end of my life. That wasn't the end of my music career. I knew that it was just a step. So for some of you guys, you have to put in the work. Like if you let ego get in the way and you start thinking that you're too good for something or you're too good for someone says, God bless that scooter. That's hilarious. That little scooter. Oh man, I wish I knew where it was. That scooter made me so much money. It would be freezing cold. It would be literally 20 degrees outside. And then it would be hot in the summer. It'd be 120 degrees outside. But I would go around on that little scooter and I would sell those CDs every single day. I put my ego aside and I said, I'm not too good for anything. Yes, I'm talented. Yes, I'm awesome. But so are a million other people on this planet. And the only thing that's going to separate me from everyone else who's just as talented as I am is that I want it more and I'm willing to do the work. And most people are not. And that's what's going to separate you from the people that are successful. Are you willing to do the work? If you're sitting around waiting for something to happen for you, you're not doing the work, okay? If you're sitting around waiting for someone to discover you, you're not doing the work. You got to do the work. And that's why Treasure says, I like the methods you recommend. They sound a lot easier than the method of sending out emails. No, sending out emails is good too. You should be doing all of it. Sending out emails is awesome. But what I'm telling you is when you do lives and stuff, Treasure, you actually build a personal connection with people. Like think about you guys. Let's say you're here with me live, right? So I'm building trust with you. You're listening to me. If you've never met me before, you're deciding, is what she says make sense? Do I believe her? Is this a scam or is it real? You're deciding, and only you can decide, right? And so, but when you have a personal connection with people and you start to help people and they start seeing results in their life, right? Like what I do, people are more likely to buy from you. So that happens as an artist too. So if people are actually talking to you, let's say you're doing a live stream and you're calling them out, right? On your live streams, call people out. Say, hey, Bobby, how you doing? You know, you celebrating anything today? What if it's his birthday? What if Bobby, who's on your live stream that day, it's his birthday, and you sing happy birthday, and Bobby's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to tip this person $20 because you gave them the time of day, because you talked to them, because you gave them a personal experience. You're more likely to buy something from someone that you like, even if they're less quality, even if they're not as good. Like I tip people on the street all the time, even if they're not that good, because I'm like, damn, they're doing what I used to do. They're performing on the street, they're hustling, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, do the work, connect with your fans, send out emails too, do that. But those live streams are going to be really powerful because you can connect with people, okay? Booking shows are going to be really powerful because you're connecting with people. You're right in front of them. It's a totally different experience than someone just popping up on your Instagram. There's people that pop up on my Instagram all the time that are incredible artists. I don't even remember their names. Yet there's people that I've seen that are half as talented, but because I've seen them in person and because I've talked to them and because they came and sat with me and we had a cute, like, quick conversation, I remember them. I bought their album. I tipped them. Do you see what I'm saying? Put your ego aside. Never think that you're too good for anything. Because I would say that was probably the most powerful thing for me. And that's the most powerful thing that I've ever done in my life I've never let my ego get in the way of my dreams. Don't let your ego get in the way of your dreams. Don't let your ego get in the way of doing what you need to do to achieve your dreams. And that means, like, I'll reach out to 100 booking agents, guys. I'll reach out to, when I was first starting out booking shows, and if you guys know about me, I've performed 2,500 paid shows. I've done more than $1 million just in performances. Just in performances, guys. That doesn't count everything else I've done in music. Just in performances, I've made over $1 million performing on 6 continents, all over the world. I've sung on every single continent except for Antarctica. But that didn't happen from me having ego. And it didn't start like that. I started performing in a hotel lobby where sometimes there'd be 2 people in the room. I was singing on people's doorsteps. I did whatever I needed to do to make it happen. Now, you guys don't have to do the same thing I did. You don't have to go door to door. You don't have to go around on an electric scooter. I didn't know what I was doing. Here, you guys actually have access to resources. You actually have access to, and that's why I started my company. I started my company so that I could help artists so that they don't have to go through the same thing that I go through, right? So that you could book shows fast. Like I told you, one of my best students, his first week working with me, he made $1,500. It took me like 8 years to make $1,500 in a week. But because he was working with me and I knew exactly what to do, and he just did what I told him, he made $1,500 his first week, right? So that's what's amazing about learning from somebody who's already done what you've done. So that's why I'm here today. We're talking about 13 ways to make money in the music industry. For those of you that just joined, comment the word Christmas, and I'll send you a link to 85% off. This is ending very soon, okay? 85% off of 10,000 music industry contacts. Booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform, college radio stations that will play your music, as long as it's good, and publishing companies that get your music on movies and film. All right, Treasure says, I agree. It helps a whole lot. Cargo says, would I be able to sing in bars and restaurants if I get permission from the manager? Yeah. So you can literally go right up to bars, restaurants, casinos. And what's really good is you need a promo video. So what I recommend is Cargo Music. If you make a video of you singing or performing, whatever it is that you do, make it like a 2-minute video and put about 6 songs in there of you performing, but only put 20 seconds of each song and put like the best part of each song so that you have a 2-minute promo video of you singing 6 different songs, and then give that to the manager. Say, here, this is what I sound like. I'm available for hire. I'm here. That's how I've gotten so many of my gigs, guys. I set up a 25-city tour all around the United States this way. I literally picked whatever city I wanted to go to. Like, this is what I did. I picked whatever city I wanted to go to. I Googled and I went to Yelp and I found every venue in that city. I called every single venue. every single one. And I said, this is what I do. Here's my promo video. I'm going to be in town these 2 weeks. Do you have any openings for me? That's how I set up my tour. I toured for 90 days all over the country. I went 7,500 miles all around the United States. It was amazing. I set up my tour this way. Nobody set it up for me. I didn't have an investor. I didn't have a record label. I didn't have a hit song. I didn't have a fan base. Nobody bought tickets. I literally just reached out to venues, bars, restaurants, casinos, hotel lobbies. And I said, I'm in town. Do you have a need for entertainment? But I sent them a video, a 2-minute video of me performing. Create a promo video. Create your electronic press kit before you reach out to people, okay? Now, I reached out to a lot of booking agents as well. I reached out to festivals. I reached out to a lot of different things. And so yes, so those of you that are commenting Christmas, if you comment Christmas in the bundle that I'm giving right now of music industry contacts, it comes with about 896 booking agents, and it comes with about 3,448 festivals that pay artists to perform. So that's going to be really helpful, because I had one booking agent that I had connected with on the tour that booked me probably, I don't remember how many shows we did. It was a lot of shows. It was like 60 shows or something like that. But I think like at least 10 of them were booked by one booking agent. And that helps, right, when you have one booking agent. So that was a great question, Cargo Music. Treasure Official said, yes, it shows others that you are a humble person. Yeah, guys, just put that ego aside. You know, as a musician, it just doesn't help it doesn't make anyone want to support you, right? The Melody says, that's insane. I have high anxiety. My legs turn to jello. Oh, trust me. The first time I ever got on stage, I was 12 years old. I peed in my pants, like entirely. Like it wasn't like some little, like a little trickle. No, I peed in my pants entirely. There was pee everywhere. Terrifying. So I'm sharing all this stuff from you guys because I was never the most qualified person in the room. I was the least qualified person in the room. I was bad on stage. I didn't know what to sing. When I would sing, my voice would shake. So I sounded like a lamb. Like I literally sounded like a lamb. Like I remember one time I got on stage, check this out. I was on stage and there was probably like 500 people there. It was a talent contest. And I sang At Last by Etta James. And I was like, at last, literally sounded like a lamb. And all I remember is someone in the audience was like, you sound like a lamb. And I remember being really sad because it was true. But I kept going. You're going to mess up. You're going to fall. You're going to miss a note. You're going to suck. You're going to write a song that sucks. You're going to sing a song that sucks. You're going to rap something that sucks. Like that's just going to happen. It's just part of the game. The difference is I kept going. I could have stopped there when I sucked. I kept going. That's the difference between someone that succeeds and someone that doesn't succeed, is the willingness to keep moving forward. Okay. So, all right, for those of you that I see people commenting Christmas, awesome. If you comment the word Christmas, I'll automatically send you a link so you can get 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts. Just a reminder, guys, this ends. This ends in just a few days. This goes away. Okay. It's going to be twice as much in just a few days. And then if you buy it in the new year, it's going to be almost $600 for you to have access to these lists. Right now, it's only $47. Okay. $47. So comment the word Christmas. All you gotta do is comment the word Christmas. It automatically gets sent to you. If you're on TikTok, you have to DM me. Okay. You have to DM me the word TikTok and then I'll send it to you. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Ecclesi says, gotta move that ego. I did an arena show in the Philippines with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Oh, hell yeah. The next month I performed at my home's open mic. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like I've done huge shows too. Like I remember one time I was performing with Brian McKnight. You guys know Brian McKnight. One, you like a dream come true. Two, just want to be with you. I performed that day. 10,000 people. And then like the next week I'm in a hotel lobby with like 5 people. That's just life. If you have an ego, guess what? Do you know how I even got booked for that show? I got booked for that show because I was singing in a dive bar in San Francisco. I was singing at a dive bar in San Francisco where like there was a small crowd. Someone told someone that told someone. And they said, hey, we need an opening act for this show in New York City. It was Brian McKnight, Faith Evans, Lil Kim, Mario. You should let me love you. Let me be the one who... All of them. 10,000 people in Berkeley Center. And the next week, I was performing in a hotel lobby. There was like 5 people there. But I was still getting paid. And I was still making money. But you never know who's sitting in the audience. Like I remember one time too, I was singing in a bar in Hollywood. Literally, there was 2 people there. Literally 2 people sitting at the bar, backs towards me. Their backs weren't even They looked completely uninterested. And I'm sitting there with my piano just playing. They come up to me afterwards and they go, "Would you like to perform for the NFL?" I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Yeah, we work for the NFL." They booked me. They paid me a few $1,000s to perform. Where whenever the guys all get signed, like, and it was the year that Russell Wilson got signed. Um, so I met Russell Wilson. I actually have pictures with Russell Wilson and some other people before they were like huge. They just had signed with the NFL. They would book me every single year to come perform for all of the new rookies. So I would go perform for all the new rookies. And they pay me a few $1,000s to do it. You never know who's in the room. And that was because I didn't have an ego. Hey, yeah, there's two people in the room, but you know what? I'm singing for these two people. Their backs are turned for me, but you know what? I'm doing this for myself then. I'm doing it because I love this. They happen to be part of the NFL. Like, you just don't know. Always give what you have. Give what you can, okay? And for those of you that are just joining me, comment the word Christmas. Okay, I have it linked right there. I have the comment pinned. You comment the word Christmas. I'll send you a link so you can get 10,000 music industry contacts. These are booking agents that book paid shows, festivals that pay artists to perform. These are college radio stations that play music from independent artists. It's 85% off right now. The price is going to double in Christmas, and then it's going to go up to almost $600 for you to have access to these lists next year. So it's only $47 right now. Okay, comment the word Christmas. All right, let me see if there's any questions so far. Today, we're talking about different ways to make money. We've talked about how streaming is the worst way for you to make money. We've talked about how to make a bundle on your website. We've talked about how to make money even if you don't have an album, which is through live streaming. I'm about to give you guys another way for you to make money, even if you don't have your own album or your own EP or anything recorded. Are you guys ready for this? Because this one's a big one. This one could literally change everything for you guys. Patty's in here. I totally made a bunch of pro cover recordings for Reels. I think I can just make a compilation of that for my promo. So if you already have it, if it's shot like this, like a cell phone, I would say not to do that. You need to shoot it like this, Patty, because it needs to look professional, okay? If that's all you have, that's okay. But I know that if you've shot that already, then there's nothing for you to go home, set up your camera like this so it looks like a professional recording. My first promo video, I did shoot it like this. I shot it literally just like this. I had some nice lighting. I sang about 6 songs and I sang like 30 seconds of each, and then I like chopped it up and I put it into one like 2 or 3 minute video. Definitely make it look professional though, okay? Because if it looks like you just shot it on a cell phone, they're gonna pay you like you're a cell phone singer. It'll make a huge difference if it looks professional, if you're dressed nice, if it looks like the lighting is right. They're just gonna assume that you know what you're doing more. It's kind of like if you're going to an interview, you show up for your interview, the way you dress is going to make an impact on them. And so making sure you dress right, make sure the video looks professional, make sure you sound good. Okay. All right. Hands on says determination. Paris says putting in the work, queen. Ecclesi says grinding. I definitely am. Melody said, do you have trouble to bring yourself to the point of performing? If so, how did you overcome and what does it feel like? I never overcame the Melody. I mean, until I got older. But when I first started, like I told you, my first time on stage, I peed on myself. I literally peed all over the stage. I was 12 years old and I got so nervous that I peed on myself. And then I did it again. I mean, I didn't pee on myself again, but I went on stage again. And I did it again. And my voice was shaking and I was scared and I sounded terrible and I failed again and I failed over and over and over and over again. But it's not about you being good at first. Nobody's good at first. Nobody's comfortable on stage at first. But most people are not willing to do it. I was willing to do it over and over and over again until I wasn't scared anymore. Now, no, I don't get nervous at all. But I've also done shows like 7 nights a week. I've done 2,500 shows. There was one year that I did 400 paid shows in a year. 400, sometimes 2 a day. It's crazy. I got really good at it. I'm not scared anymore. You just have to do the thing to get good at the thing. So you got to perform to get good at performing. There's no way around it. There's no way around it at all. Okay. John says, when was your big breakthrough? What was that like? There wasn't a big breakthrough. Mine was very slow. I spent 8 years homeless. Like, it was bad. It was one thing. I might make a little bit more money. I might learn a little bit more. And then I would say the most progress that I made is when I got my first gig, when I got my first show. And then I started to see that if I focused more on it as a business, I could actually make money and not have to struggle and be poor. And so I really, really focused on it as a business, and also realized that I needed to reach out to people. Like I needed to reach out to booking agents. I needed to reach out to publishing companies if I wanted to get on movies. I couldn't just sit back and post videos on YouTube. That doesn't work. Like, does it happen every now and then? Sure, every now and then someone gets lucky, but is that what do you want to rely on luck for your music career? I learned that I needed to reach out to the people that I wanted to meet and put my ego aside once again. Like, I've gotten in sessions with like Beyonce's producers simply by sending DMs on Instagram. And some people are like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to look desperate. I don't care. I don't care if I look desperate. If I know I'm awesome. So I know if someone sees a video of me playing the piano, they're going to want me in their studio session. So you got to have confidence like that. And you have to say, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, because their thoughts are not the things that are going to pay my rent. Their thoughts are not going to build my music career. You know what is going to build your music career? Your actions. And if you don't take actions, you don't reach out to people, you don't get proactive, you won't see results in your career. So it's really, really important. So that was a big thing. And that's why I always stress these lists. That's why I've made these lists for other people. Because I'm like, no, I didn't have these lists. I had to do all the research myself. So, and a lot of you already have them, which is awesome. Those of you that are just here, if you comment the word Christmas, I actually will send you a link so that you can get 85% off all my music industry lists, which are booking agents that book paid shows. Guys, booking agents will change your life, okay? Festivals that pay artists to perform. There's one big festival that I've performed at, they paid me $4,500. And then they pay the headlining acts even more, okay? You get my list of college radio stations. Like I told you, if a college radio station plays your music, it's very likely that you can use that as leverage to book a show there. And colleges have huge budgets. The least that they usually pay artists is $800 a night, and they cover your flight and hotel and all that kind of stuff. So I give you, I don't remember how many college radio stations, but it's every single college radio station in this country. And then I also give you a list of publishing companies that can get your music on movies and films. So if you comment Christmas, okay, you're on Instagram, you comment the word Christmas, I will send you the link so you can get 85% off. So, okay, cool. So I'm going to see if there's questions so far, and then we're going to jump into a couple other ways for you to make money. So we've talked about streaming, which is the worst way. We've talked about offering a bundle on your website. I'm going to recap that. That means offering like an album download, maybe a live stream ticket, to a live stream, maybe a shout out on Instagram, something like that, right? You can offer different digital things, or you create a bundle that's real items. People love to buy real items, okay? So if you print an album, you print a postcard, you print a poster. Those are great things, okay? That's a great one. Now, I know, Patty, you were here yesterday when I was talking about an idea that I had for you to sell something that's if you don't have an album. So what you can do if you don't have an album, let's say you're working on it, or let's say you don't have the money for it yet, you need to make money so that you can pay for an album. What you can do is you can shoot YouTube videos. Let's say you did like let's say for Christmas, let's say you had done a 10-song live Christmas show, or it doesn't have to be live, it could have been recorded. Hey guys, I recorded 10 of my favorite Christmas songs, only available for my true fans. And I'm going to be selling these for only $10. And all the money that I make from these albums, I'm going to be putting towards recording my next CD. I just can't wait. I wrote all these songs that I just don't have the money to pay for a studio right now. So I'm trying to raise the money right now. And I recorded these 10 songs. And if you would like to support, my music career, I'm not asking for a handout. I'm asking that if you like my music, I'd love to give you these 10 songs that I created for Christmas. And they're only $10. And all the money goes towards recording my album. Do you guys see how nice that sounds? Doesn't that sound really nice? Like if you were on someone's live and you're like, wow. And if they gave you like a free preview, because maybe they're doing a live stream, they're like, let me give you a preview. Like the other day I posted a song of me singing Deck the Halls. It was a deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. I love like R&B versions of songs. Maybe you could sing one song. You could talk to people and say, hey guys, it's $10. Go to my website or shoot me a PayPal link, PayPal, I'll send it to you. It's better to have a website, guys, so that you can deliver it easier. But this is an option for someone that doesn't have an album, someone that doesn't have a CD to sell, someone that doesn't have anything like that. You can literally go and make sales and actually start making money. And you don't even have like your own original music recorded. You haven't even spent money on your album. You didn't spend money on your music production. You didn't spend money on any of those things. You just record it on YouTube. And maybe you put it all into one like private like folder, or you only give them access to the private folder if they pay you $20 or $10. So this is another way for you to make money. Is that making sense for you guys? And then for those of you, let's see here. See if there's questions here. It says, how much do you know about NFTs and blockchain? I don't know a lot about that. I'm not the person to ask about that. Hey, Gary, nice to see you on here. The Melody says, I think I'm going to buy this. How do we approach the contacts properly? Great question. Let's get into that. For those of you that just joined, if you comment the word Christmas, you'll automatically get sent a link. In that link, you can purchase, it's a list of 10,000 music industry contacts. It's a link of booking agents that can book you paid shows. It's festivals that pay artists to perform. It's college radio stations that play music from independent artists. They actually love to play music from independent artists. It's 10,000 publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. Excellent opportunities. Okay, so if you just comment Christmas, if you're here on Facebook or Instagram, it'll automatically send you a link. If you are on TikTok, you have to send me a message. So if you message me, send me a message that says Christmas, I'll send you a link, okay? All right, Elias says, currently printing your fairs and festival looks awesome. And by the way, Ellis, that's a great, great book. Start reaching out now because they book like 6 months in advance. So they book way far in advance. So you wanna make sure that you are reaching out to these festivals right away. Because even if they tell you, no, hey, we're not booking yet, hey, at least they know you exist. Now the next time you reach out to them again, they're like, oh, hey, Ellis, we remember you, we love you. Yeah, let's book you. See what I'm saying? Nura Hollis says, thank you for your great ideas, beautiful. Thank you, love, I appreciate you. All right, awesome, awesome. Kenia says, you have material on your TikTok page. I'm Warner Brothers, Sony Records out of Nashville and more. I'm not an artist anymore, love. I help other artists. I have a booking agency and I just help other artists build their careers. Ryan says, where are you from? I live in Vegas. Okay, awesome, perfect. All right, cool. So I'm gonna see the question that I'm about to answer right now. So the Melody said, how do I approach the contacts properly in this list? So this is great. That's what we're gonna talk about right now. So again, if you comment the word Christmas, I'm gonna send you a link to 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts, okay? So let's say you get this list. Each of them, you contact them differently, okay? So I'll go through them all. Okay, let's go through them all. In my list, you get 10,000 booking agents and festivals that pay artists to perform. Okay, so these are booking agents that can book you paid shows. These are festivals that pay artists to perform. There's more than that, but these are the first two I'm going to cover because you contact both of these in the same way. Okay, so the way that you contact them is you want to send them first. You need to prepare a promo video. So you need to have a promo video. It should be about 2 minutes long, maybe 3 minutes. It should be you performing, maybe 6 songs. Okay, and it should be about 20 seconds of each song. So about 20 seconds of each song, and you want to chop it up and you want to put it all in one video. You don't want to send them tons of videos, guys. You don't want to send them lots of videos. You don't want to send them 30 YouTube links. You don't want to send them a Dropbox folder with all kinds of songs in it. You want to send them one promo video. That's it. They just need to see how you perform. And they don't have time to go through every song you've ever written and to read all about your upbringing and to check out all your music videos. They don't have time. Send them one video that's like 2 minutes long, and I promise you they're probably not even going to watch more than 30 seconds of it. So make sure your good stuff starts out at the beginning fast. Go right into singing. Don't have some long intro where the camera is on some flowers and now it's on the sidewalk and now there's a cute puppy. Don't do all that. Go right into performing, okay? So you need a promo video. That's the first thing that you need. And the most important thing that you need. Now, when you go into my list of booking agents and all this stuff, what you want to do is you want to email them and you can say, hi, my name is, and by the way, in my lists, I have all of this explained. I have free tutorials in there. I actually walk through what to say. I actually give you an email template. You literally just copy and paste it. Okay, I've made this very easy. There's an email template that you can copy and paste so you can send it to these booking agents so you can increase your chances of getting booked paid shows. Okay, so that's super duper easy. Okay, I've made it super duper easy for you guys. So basically, You're going to want to say something simple like, hi, I'm, and then insert your name. So I'll give you an example. Hi, I'm Christine Morel. I'm a singing pianist. Right there. I'm a singing pianist. Put your name, put what you do. I specialize in, what do you specialize in? Pop soul music. I can make a group of people dance and sing all night. Or maybe you're jazz music. Hey, I love performing jazz music. Maybe you're a hip hop artist. What is it that you do and what do you specialize in? And then describe yourself. You can say something like, um, I cover a lot of, if you're doing cover songs, original songs, and just say what kind of style you do. I do pop soul music, I do R&B music, or maybe you do a variety. I do a variety. Okay. So you might say I do Motown music. I do pop music. I do music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Describe what you do. Okay. And then say, I have a link to a video of me performing down here below and my website. If you'd like any more information, please let me know. Very, very simple, guys. This is like 6 to 8 lines. And so you just want to let them know why they should hire you, basically. What do you sound like? Are you good? And then let them know if you have any experience. If you've performed anywhere, let them know, like, hey, I've performed at Bob's Bar down the street. I performed at such and such casino. I do a lot of huge shows. Whatever it is that you do, just let them know, hey, I do a lot of private weddings. I do everything from bars and casinos to weddings and corporate gigs. Or, whatever it is that you do, just make sure to let them know what experience that you have. And if you don't have any experience yet, then you don't have to put your experience. Just create a great promo video, tell them what you sound like. Okay. So basically that's what you want to add in there. Okay. You want to add a promo video, you write a really quick email, and you contact them. Now, don't just stop at the email. When you contact music industry professionals, we also include their social media. Contact them on social media. Go to their website. We include their website. Do all of this, guys. Contact them on every platform possible, because your email might go to spam. Or maybe they open your email and they happen to open your email while they're like washing the dishes, and then they forget about it. You need to reach out to them on multiple platforms. That reach out is usually where you're going to get the booking, not on the first email. It's usually the reach out. It's the consistency. So, and then maybe they're just not booking this month. Maybe they're all booked up, so they don't respond. But maybe next month you're going to respond again, and then they're going to be like, oh, snap, we have an opening this Friday. Done, booked. But you're too emo over here, and you're like all sad that they didn't write you back, and you're mad at me because you're like, oh, Christine said, but they didn't write me back, so I'm not booked. So you're blaming everybody. But really, all you had to do is email them again or call them. Call the venue. Ask to talk to them. Say, hey, I sent you an email. Just want to make sure you got it. There's nothing wrong with that. Or, hey, I'd be willing to come in and audition for free. Do what you got to do to make it happen, because if you're not willing to do that, other people are. That's why I always got so many gigs. Guys, I did 2,500 paid gigs all over the world. I made more than $1 million performing. Just performing. That doesn't count everything else I did. When I was an independent artist, that's what I did. And I didn't do it because I was scared of getting on stage. And I didn't reach that goal because I was scared to call people or scared to reach out to 100 booking agents. I reached out over and over and over and over again. I didn't take no for an answer. It was like if they said no, I'm like, why? And if they said, well, this is why, then I would go fix it. If they said, hey, it's because, et cetera, hey, we just need something more energetic. Well, I'm energetic. I'll send you something energetic then. That's what I did. There's no ego here, but you have to be persistent. Okay. So if you comment the word Christmas, I'll send you the link to my list of booking agents, publishing companies, college radio stations that play your music, if it's good, okay, and they love to play independent music, publishing companies that can get your music on film, commercials, TV shows, all those types of things, okay? Maximum Pousse says the money is in the follow-up. It is. You got to follow up with these people, okay? So just comment the word Christmas. I'll automatically send you a link. All you have to do is literally just put Christmas, and it'll automatically send to you. And you'll get a link, and then just follow the instructions, guys. Like I said, I include in the list exactly what to write and say to them and include them, okay? But you got to go do the work. You got to do the work, okay? All right, let's see here. Patty says, I'm so grateful to have found you. Thank you for all you do for artists. Absolutely. Glad to have found you, Patty. I really love your energy, by the way. And I'm just going to say, like, that's a huge part of how successful people are. It's not I haven't heard your music yet, but I'm going to tell you right now. Um, I've told everybody so much, like the music business isn't a talent contest because I'm not the best singer. I'm not the best at anything that I do. I'm just really good at working hard, and I'm really good at strategy, and I'm really good at business. And I wasn't always good at those things, especially when I was sleeping in my car, when I was living off of the dollar menu. I wasn't good at that. Okay. I really was not. Um, but eventually I got good at it. And so those of you that are here right now, like pat yourselves on the back because most people wouldn't do that. Like most people wouldn't be willing to sit here and listen. Instead, they're waiting for someone to come and like wave a magic wand, or they have an ego and they're like, I'm too good. I'm going to just get signed and someone's going to come do all the work for me. And that ego doesn't get you anywhere. Ego will be the death of your music career, literally. An ego will be the death of your music career. Don't do that. And even if you get started, eventually people aren't going to like working with you because of your ego. Like it's just not, just let that go. Okay. I meet so many people that have these issues where they think they're too good or they think they're, too good to do XYZ or whatever. It doesn't get you anywhere. In fact, being like cool and being friendly and being kind to people, that gets you places. That really does. And it's just a nice thing to be. So, all right, great. So I'm saying Mupose. Okay, sorry. Mupose. Is it French? Mupose. It sounds like super fancy. All right, cool. One says, hi, my name is Eric. I would like to one day grow big and become a philanthropist. I'm a gamer. I'm a hip hop enthusiast who can rap. I'm an upcoming artist. Check my profile. Awesome. Mick Music says, mentor me. Nice to meet you, Mick. If you comment the word Christmas, we'll send you a list of more than 10,000 music industry contacts because that's what we're doing right now. He said, mentor me, and that's what I'm doing. I'm answering questions. We're talking about ways to make money. We've covered how to make bundles. We've covered that you can make live videos and you can put them together in like YouTube and put them in like a private folder and you could sell those. Because let's say you don't have the money to create an album. You can put together a YouTube, like 8 videos of you singing Christmas songs. You could have sold that for $20. Instead of sending people to Spotify where you're making a fraction of a penny. You're making no money, okay? We've talked about college shows. I talked about briefly. So when you comment the word Christmas, okay, if you comment Christmas, I'll send you a link to a list of all my booking agents and all that type of thing, but you also get a list of college radio stations. A lot of you guys don't know that these colleges literally pay a lot. They pay a really good money to artists, even if you're not famous or have a record deal or anything like that. The least that I've ever seen them pay is $800. One of the groups that I've worked with right now is doing about $2,000 or $3,000 a show, and they cover all their flights and hotels and everything too. And so it's really cool. And they're not famous; they don't have a big hit song or anything like that. So if you DM me the word Christmas, I send you that list. It's 85% off. eJazzy says, how much is it? It's $47. This will double on Christmas. So it's going to go up to $97, more than double. And then after that, for you guys to have access to these lists next year, it's going to be $600. It's going way up. Okay. So there's going to be all these other added features and all kinds of other stuff, but it's going to be really expensive to have. So I want you guys just today and tomorrow, I think, are the last opportunities that you have to get it at 85% off. So it's only $47. So make sure to get it. 85% off, $47. Get the list of industry contacts. It's going to be a lot more expensive. It's going to double on Christmas, and it's going to be a lot more in the new year. So right now, this is the only time that you can get all of it, okay? All right, let's see here. Darren says, I love your hair. Thanks, Darren. I appreciate you. Darren says, how many tracks does it take to go full-time? What do you mean full-time? How many tracks does it take? Get a little bit more specific with that. Cherie says Christmas. Awesome. And if you guys on Facebook, if you comment the word Christmas, you get the list. It should send to you. If for some reason it doesn't, just shoot me a DM. Okay. But I have this like software. It should automatically like send you a link. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see here. Gary Verano says, should I send to booking agents screenshots of chart positions? Yeah, absolutely. If you've had music that's charted, if you've done any had any accolades, like any awards, whenever you're reaching out to booking agents, if you're reaching out to, I also include record label A&Rs in this list. If you are reaching out to any of those college radio stations, if you're reaching out to the festivals that pay artists to perform, no matter who you're reaching out to, yes, send screenshots. Maybe you've been in an article before. Share that. Say, look here, this is where they said that I'm the greatest upcoming artist in Louisiana or whatever. Send screenshots of any blogs or websites, and screenshots of any, maybe you've charted, like you said, Jerry, If you've charted, send a screenshot of that. Send anything that would get them excited and go, oh, okay, they're awesome. I want to book them. Okay, so definitely send that when you're reaching out to these. And again, that counts for everybody. That counts for if you're reaching out to booking agents. That counts if you're reaching out to festivals to book you. In my list, if you comment the word Christmas, okay, you just comment Christmas. I also send you a list of blogs and websites that pay artists, and not pay artists, that love to publish artists. So these are blogs and websites that help you get exposure. You know, they have a bunch of some of them have thousands of weekly listeners that listen to their podcasts and that sort of thing. But let's say you get published on a blog or website, screenshot that and save that, because that helps you to get booked shows. That helps you, let's say someone was looking at between you and someone else, they're looking at booking you at a casino, but then they saw that you had all kinds of different awards and different magazine articles written about you. That goes a long way. That carries a lot of weight. So make sure to send them to all these music industry contacts. Okay. If you've just joined, comment the word Christmas. I'll send you a link to learn more about how you get 10,000 music industry contacts for 85% off right now. So awesome. Patty says, I'm learning that it's important to invest in our dreams, like in studio time, website hosting, just stuff like that. Yeah, guys, it is. You're a small business owner, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. Can you start a restaurant without money? You can't. Now, you can start somewhere, though, if you don't have much money, but you need a little bit at least, right? You still got to invest. When I started out, I didn't have money at all, okay? I lived on a little farm in New Mexico. I went door to door selling chocolate and burritos. I used to go to the dollar store, and the dollar store would give me things for 50 cents. They were so nice. I was 16 years old. And then I would go door to door and I would sell candles, for example, that I bought at the dollar store, and I would sell the candles for $5. And then I saved that money. And I went to discmakers.com and I recorded my first album in my boyfriend's closet at the time. And it was terrible, guys. It was a bad album. It was terribly recorded. But I did it. And I recorded it and I went to discmakers.com and I ordered 1,000 albums. And then I went door to door selling those albums. Guys, off of a terrible album, I shot my album cover with a little disposable camera. I made $10,000 off that album because I sold 1,000 CDs at $10 an album. I did $10,000 in revenue. Now, can't get rich off $10,000, but I was 17 years old. And I was willing to go door to door. And I made more money than most people have ever made off their music. Most of you have never made more than $10,000 off your music. Most of you haven't even made $1,000 off your music. But I was willing to go door to door and I was willing to do the work. I now started my company, Music Hustler, because I wanted to create opportunities for artists to get results and not have to do what I did, and not have to go door to door, and not have to stand at a fair and stand there and ask people to buy your album, everyone that walks by. But because I was willing to do that, I got results. And because other people aren't willing to do the work that I'm willing to do, I surpassed a lot of people. I've made more money in the music industry than most people that are signed to major record deals. And that's not an accident. And it's not because I'm the most talented. It's because I'm willing to do the work that other people aren't willing to do. So those of you that are here, a lot of you are the same way. And some of you are not. Some of you guys are here, and I would say most of you guys are here if you've been watching because you're wanting to learn and you're wanting to apply, and you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to rely on the world to create my career for me. I'm going to come here. I'm going to learn. So pat yourselves on the back because it does. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to do that. So definitely, you need to reach out. Again, someone asked me that earlier. What's the biggest thing that I learned? I learned that I have to be proactive. I need to go out and find the people that I want to collaborate with. I got to reach out to booking agents. I got to reach out to festivals. I got to reach out to college radio stations. I got to reach out to publishing companies. I got to do the work. I can't sit here and do the fun stuff and just be in the studio all day and then be mad that I'm not famous or be mad that I'm not making money. That's the fun stuff. Anybody can sit in the studio all day. It's fun. Anybody can do that. But who does the not so fun stuff? Like the business part of it. Like what a lot of you guys have already gotten my list, and you're reaching out to booking agents, you're reaching out to festivals, you're reaching out already, or you're starting to put together your EPKs so that you can reach out. You will be more successful than people that are 10 times more talented than you are, simply because you're willing to do the work. Okay. For those that are here, let me see if there's any questions. Comment the word Christmas. I'll send you a link so that you can get 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts. Okay, if you're here, DM the word Christmas. We got my Facebook people over here. Darren says we really need piano lessons from Christine. I don't know, maybe one day. I almost recorded like a piano lessons course. Decided not to, but Almost did. But that's really sweet of you. Pop Tune says very good stuff, Christine. Awesome. Thank you. All right, perfect. So let me see if there's questions up in here from you guys. All right. Eagle says Christmas. Yes, those of you that are here, if you just comment the word Christmas, I'll send you a link to those lists. Okay. And that was, like I said, like that's the most, sorry, my back is like starting to hurt. That's the biggest lesson that I've learned. If you're sitting around waiting for people to discover you online, you're going to wait around. You can wait around your whole life. My booking, the shows that I got, the money that I've made didn't happen by me waiting around. It happened by me being proactive. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to go book shows, reach out to venues. If you want to perform at festivals, reach out to festivals. If you want to get a booking agent, reach out to booking agents. You could do all the work yourself and you could Google it, just like we did. We spent hundreds of hours putting together tons of booking agents all over the country. Or you could just get the list from us. It's $47. If you comment the word Christmas, you can get it. But either way, get it. Either way, do the work. Whether you do the work yourself or whether you get the list from us, I don't even care. Just go and do the work though. Okay. So we just started talking about other ways to make money. So here's another way that you can make money. Okay. We're talking about on your website, you need to have what I'm calling an artist menu. You need to have a place where people can buy stuff from you. What do you have to offer? If you're an artist who wants to perform shows and you've never put it on social media that you're available for shows, why do you think people are going to ask you? They're not. You need to let people know. I'm available for booking. I'm available for hire. I perform at bars and restaurants and casinos and weddings and corporate parties. Hire me. And here's my link. Or here's my email. Reach out to me. You have to let people know what you offer for them to be able to hire you for anything, or for them to buy something from you. You have to, guys. Okay. So basically what you can do is, let me see here what else been here. Okay. So on your artist menu, okay, your artist menu, this is what people can buy from you as an artist or band. You can have your album, you can have your EP, you can have your video bundles, you can have, you're available for shows, right? But then you can also have that you're available for custom songs. I was talking about this yesterday. Let's say it's Valentine's Day and somebody wants you to write a song for their loved one, right? They're a guy, they don't know what to get their chick. You know what's really cool? A freaking custom song. You know how cool that is? If a guy like did that for me, if I'm like sitting somewhere at work, right, bored, hating my life, and whoever I'm seeing sends a video and sends a person, like a singer with a guitar and a bouquet of flowers, and they're singing a song about maybe something that I know only he knows about me, or something that I know is personal. You know how cool that would be? So why not offer that? Offer that to your fans. Offer that to the people that are, that like you. Offer that as an option. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, you need to have options. Okay. So we talked about creating bundles. We talked about letting people know that you're available for shows. We talked about letting people know that you do private video performances, or that you do private performances. You can also do live streaming. We've talked about doing live streaming. This is another form of income. We've talked about doing, I even talked about singing on rappers' songs. That was a way that I started making money, was I would feature on other people's albums. Maybe you're a producer, maybe you're an instrumentalist. I would play the piano on people's albums. Maybe you're a rapper and you're going to write a rhyme for another rapper. Maybe you're going to teach someone how to rap. That's another thing. Teaching. Okay? Teaching is another way to make money in the music industry. It's another way to make money in the music industry, is teaching. You can teach so many different things. You can teach singing, you can teach rapping, you can teach video, you can teach production, how to produce, you can teach how to write raps, you can teach how to rap, you can teach how to sing better, you can teach how to write better, you can teach how to perform on stage, you can teach how to dance. Like, there's so many different things that you can teach. And if you don't put it out there that you're available for this, you can't get hired. You can also make a course. You can do a coaching program. You can do a group coaching program where you say, hey, I'm going to work with 5 people. It's going to be $500. And for the next month, we're going to go into how to write songs or how to play the guitar or how to produce a song. That's another way for you to make money. And a lot of people don't do this, right? So that's another one, teaching. Or you can do live streams, right? Where you're doing like coaching. Like I do coaching programs online. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of musicians. I teach mostly how to book shows and that sort of thing. My coaching programs are expensive. They're usually around $5,000. People pay me for it because they get results. But when I first started out, that's not what I charged. I charged like $200 for a phone call, right? I charge a lot less. Maybe you only charge $50. But if you're really good at what you do, offer it as a way for you to make money, right? Because even if you just had like 4 students that were maybe paying you $50 a week, that's $800 a month. That's $9,600 a year. That's $10,000 that you're making a year now in music, right? So that's another way for you to make money. So, all right, let me see here if there's any questions. All righty here. I don't see any questions on Facebook and YouTube. Awesome. Thank you, guys. And then let me see if I have any questions here on TikTok. Redneck says, thank you for what you're telling us. Thank you. Nice to see you on here. Okay, awesome. And let me see if you guys have any questions so far on Instagram. If you guys are just joining, I am talking about 13 ways to make money with your music. And we've talked about so many right now. We've talked about, how many have we talked about already? We've already talked about like 8 or something like that. So we still got a few more to go. Okay, we're talking about 13 ways to make money with your music. If you just joined us, if you comment the word Christmas, literally you just type Christmas. I'll send you a link so that you can get 10,000 music industry contacts at 85% off. So you get 10,000 connections, 10,000 connections to booking agents, 10,000 like emails and social media contacts for festivals that pay artists to perform, college radio stations that play music from independent artists, publishing companies that get your music on movies and film, all those types of things. Okay. All right, cool. So let's keep going here. Okay, so we've covered a few different ways of streaming, of how to make money. Let me see if there's any questions here so far. Someone says, doesn't sound too difficult. I know it. All right. Time, awesome opportunity. Okay, someone says, I was thinking of using my Twitch channel to do so. I know a lot of people that have used Twitch. I'm not really familiar with it, but I know a lot of people that have said that they've had success with it. Okay, perfect. All right, sweet. Okay, I got a few new people in here. Once again, if you comment the word Christmas, comment the word Christmas, and I will send you a link to 85% off 10,000 music industry contacts. Okay, so 10,000 music industry contacts, booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform, college radio stations, publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film, blogs and websites that'll publish your music, record label A&Rs, even music lawyers. God, so many different things. Okay. Someone says, are you Colombian? I'm not Colombian, I'm Mexican. All right, awesome. So let's go on here. All right, cool. So we've talked about, let's recap, and then I'm going to tell you guys another way for you to make money, okay? We've talked about streaming. We've talked about creating bundles. We talked about, and on the bundles, that's like offering like a t-shirt and an album. Guys, bundles, people love bundles. If they're a fan of you, if you do not have a bundle, go make a bundle and put it on your website right now. Hey, you can buy a poster and a CD and a concert ticket. If you don't have anything physical, then just say, hey, you can download my CD. You can download, maybe if you have like 5 videos that you've shot, maybe behind the scenes footage that you don't put out. That's another big thing, guys, behind the scenes footage that you don't let the public see, that only your community sees. Behind the scenes footage that they get access to. You know what I mean? There's different digital things that you can sell if you don't have anything physical, but it's good for you to have something physical. Like at least get like a postcard that you autograph in your bundle so that they at least get something, because that's going to mean a lot to them. Okay. So, let's see here. A few people are commenting Christmas. All right. Awesome. Okay. The other thing that you can do is you can feature on other people's music. So you can sing on people's album. You can rap on people's album. You can play the piano or play a musical instrument on their album. You can produce for them, right? You can do any of those things. You can also write songs for other people. Okay, so there's another one. So let's say you know an artist or you know a rapper that wants to perform, that wants to create an album and they don't know how, they don't know how to write. Offer your services. Say, I'll write for you. This is an awesome way for you to make money. Write for them. Charge them for that. Okay, there's another one. We talked about live shows. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've talked about doing live shows. In my list, if you commented the word Christmas, you've gotten a list of my booking agents and festivals that pay artists to perform. Those are live shows. Those usually pay like anywhere, like usually starting pay for like a decent like restaurant or bar, they'll usually pay about $200 to $300 a night to perform. And that's mostly like cover song type gigs. And then if you're doing original songs, then that's different. It usually relies on like bar sales or ticket sales. All right. Go Flores says hello from Rome. I'm Mexican too. Awesome. Nice to see you. Hello, Mexican. All right. Awesome. Someone asked if I manage artists. I don't manage artists. All right. Awesome. Hey, Paul. I see Paul Lemire in here. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy holidays. All right. So we have talked about, gosh, so many things. Okay. So we've talked about 7 different forms of income. And I'm going to give you guys another form of income right now. Okay. So we've talked about streaming, which is the worst way for you to make money. We've talked about creating bundles, which is a great way to make money. And that's either bundling physical merchandise or digital merchandise, right? An actual CD or a digital CD with a real poster or like behind the scenes footage, different things. Like it's nice to offer real stuff that they can put in their hands. Okay. And postcards aren't expensive, guys. I forgot how much I paid for some postcards that I recently got. It was super inexpensive. I don't even remember how much I spent. It was hardly anything. Okay. I think it costs like a nickel per postcard or something. And you can sell those for like $5. People love them. They get something that they hold, something that you autographed. It means something to them. Okay, so bundles, live shows. Live shows usually pay anywhere from $200 to $300 a night. Cover song gigs, they can pay more or less depending if you're doing original song gigs. But sell merchandise whenever you're doing shows. I did a show once where they paid me like $1,000 to perform, but I remember I made $1,500 off of the merchandise. I made $1,500 off the merchandise, guys. I made more off the merchandise than I did off the shows. I remember seeing a quote, I think it was by the Beatles. And the Beatles said, "We're just a t-shirt company that makes music." They said that because they had made like $1 billion off of t-shirts, but they didn't make $1 billion off of music. They made way more money off their merchandise than they did off the music. Take that into consideration. Make merchandise, sell them at your shows, okay? Sell them online. Put it on your website. Put it on your social media. Let people know it's available, okay? So merchandise. Okay, that's another big one. We talked about featuring on other people's albums, singing on people's albums, writing on people's albums, writing for other people, writing songs for rappers, writing songs for singers. Told you guys that I made a little extra money by singing on other rappers' albums. That's what I did. They pay me a few $100. Performing at colleges. When you DM me the word Christmas, I send you a link to a list of colleges that play music from independent artists. And like I told you guys earlier, colleges, the least that I've ever seen them pay is $800, and they usually pay more than that. Usually like $1,000 to $2,000 for an act, which is awesome. And they cover your flight, they cover your hotel, and they cover all those things. So if you DM me the word Christmas, I'll send you that. Guitar with James says, looking great as always. Thank you. I appreciate that. Said your work ethic is badass. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you very, very much. Another thing that you could offer if you're trying to make money, right? You're an artist. You're trying to make money. Custom songs. Like I said earlier, it could be someone's birthday. It could be someone is celebrating an anniversary. It could be Valentine's Day. Offer a custom song, because those you can literally charge $1,000 or more for those. Those are great. Okay, offer that. Raylan said, I commented Christmas but never got my link. I'm sorry, Raylan. DM me the word Christmas. If it doesn't work, literally just DM me, okay, Raylan? So just say, hey, here, I'll take a screenshot too, because I'll write you back in a bit just to make sure you got it. Okay. But literally, it's supposed to send right to you, but if it doesn't, just DM me and say, hey, I didn't get my link. Can I get the link to the Christmas special? Okay. And I'll send it to you. Mr. Ski Club says, you are giving me so much free game. Thank you. You're welcome. This is all good stuff, guys, that you could be offering. These are all ways for you to make money. And so many of you are guilty of just having your music on Spotify, and that's why you're broke. And that's okay. I did that for a long time too. But that's why we're here right now, talking about how you can actually make money with your music. Okay, so comment the word Christmas. I'll send you a link so that you can get 10,000 music industry contacts. Guitar says, what James says, do you play guitar also? I don't. I know basic chords, but I'm not going to call myself a guitarist. Any music of yours coming out for 2023? I haven't decided yet. I'm so busy now with this. You know, like my main focus is really helping other artists book shows, make money. I'm so busy with this that I can't even think about creating music right now. But I love it. Maybe I will. We'll see. Okay, cool. Julian says, I bought the music contacts. Awesome. Do you have any questions, Julian, about how to use the list? Do you have any questions? If you notice when you get the list, at the beginning of the list, there's actually like if you look at the beginning of the festivals list, for example, there's a whole tutorial on what to say, what not to say, you know, how to email the contacts, what to include. You know, I talk about how to include a video, what type of video to send. So make sure that you check all that out, okay? Because it's really vital to how you get booked. Because you could be super talented, guys, and if you send the wrong stuff, they're not going to book you, okay? So you want to make sure that you have as much chances as possible for you to succeed. So I want you guys to make sure when you get this list of contacts, make sure that you read the beginning, okay? Because I include free tutorials. For those of you that don't have it yet, just comment the word Christmas and you'll automatically be sent a link, okay? Or if you DM me the word Christmas, you should be sent a link, okay? Let me know if that works. Someone try it. Shoot me a comment on Instagram. Make sure that that's working for you because it should be, okay? Now I have a few questions over here. Let's see. Geert, great question. He says, there's not a lot of contacts for European shows. No, there's not. We don't have a lot of contacts for European shows, but we have contacts for you to get your music on like movies and film. Like all the publishing companies, they don't care where you're from. We plan on eventually adding more contacts for like more global, like European shows and that stuff right now. We just don't in these books at the moment, but we're working on it. Let's see here. Linda says, awesome, Matt Smith. She said we shouldn't let people see our videos for free, make them download it. It just depends. You know, everyone has their own thoughts on it. I like to give people free content. Think about this right now. I'm with you guys for free right now. A lot of people aren't willing to do this. They're not willing to give away free content. I am. But what I do is I give away free content because I know if you guys actually go apply what I'm telling you right now, you're going to go make money. And then you're going to want to buy something from me. That's just what's going to happen. You're going to go make money and you're going to go, wow, Christine gave me this information for free and I went and made money. If you guys actually do what I tell you today, you could make thousands and thousands of dollars next year. And I'm giving you this for free. Okay. So I know if you guys go and do this for free off of information that I've shared for free, then I know when I sell my next coaching program, a lot of you guys are going to go, well, I already made money off of her, off of the information she gave for free. I can only imagine how much I'm going to make off of the stuff that I pay for from her. So I'm more about like building trust with people. Don't give away everything for free, but give away like your best. I give away as much. Like if you guys ask me a question, I'm not going to keep it from you, but I'm not going to give you my course that I spent a year creating for free. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to just talk to you guys and I'm going to give you free stuff. So I do recommend having a balance between those two things. So do free shows, do free live streams, and then sell something. Say, hey, if you liked what you saw today, you liked my show today, guess what? I have a membership. You can pay $20 a month and I'll do a live show that is a private show only for my group of fans. And we do it once a week and it's only $20 a month. So do you see what I'm saying? So you can build trust and rapport with people by doing things for free. And then if they like you and they get results, they'll buy more from you. Or as an artist, if they like you and they feel great and they love your music and you make them happy, they're going to buy stuff from you. So I like to I like to do a combination of both. Okay. Jason says the course is amazing. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you. You're very kind. Guitar says just got the link. It works, but yeah, I own a trademark for music downloads, but I'm not sure how that helps me. I don't know. Why'd you trademark it? Did you just spend money because you wanted to trademark it? Depends on what you do with it. All right. So we are talking about 13 ways to make money. We've gone over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already. No, 10. We've gone over 10 ways. No, we've gone over 11. Okay, we've already gone over 11. We have 2 more. Okay, so let's recap. We're talking about 13 ways to make money today off of your music. Most of you just have your music on Spotify, if you even have that. And that is the worst way for you to make money. Okay, Guitar said, yep, I did. I just spent money. That's so funny. I love your honesty. Okay, sorry. Super thirsty. I'm like almost out of water. Okay. So we're talking about 13 ways to make money today off of your music. Okay. Again, most of you just have your music on Spotify or Apple Music, streaming platforms. That is the worst idea in the world. And you're broke. Most likely you're broke unless you're getting millions and millions and millions of streams organically. Okay. Because even if you get 1 million streams, it's still only $4,000. So you have to get like 10 million streams just for you to make $40,000. That's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible business idea. So let's talk about the 13 streams of income that we're going over, okay? So we've talked about streaming, which is one form, which is a terrible form. 2, we've talked about how to make a bundle, okay? How to make a bundle of things for sale on your website, okay? Sell like an album and a t-shirt and a poster. Or it could be a digital bundle, an album download, some live performances that are exclusive. I always recommend adding some sort of physical element to it. Maybe it's just a postcard that they get in the mail, okay? Bundles. Then there's live shows. Live shows can pay very, very well. They can pay hundreds to thousands of dollars. Then there's merchandise. Sell merchandise, okay? It could be, like I said earlier, an album, a poster, a postcard. It could be, let's say you have a song and get like creative with it. Like, let's say you have a song about like getting drunk. Let's say you're a country artist and you're like, I like to get drunk on the farm. Okay, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Maybe you have like little beer can openers that say like getting drunk on the farm. Maybe that's your song, okay? If someone turns that into a song, I want some credit, okay? Getting drunk on the farm. All right. So if you have like a little beer can openers, if people love your song Getting Drunk on the Farm, they're going to want your beer can opener that says Getting Drunk on the Farm. Like, think about how creative you could be, because you could sell all kinds of different merchandise, okay? Different clothing, different things, okay? So there's merchandise, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can feature on other people's music. So you can sing on other people's music. You can rap on other people's music. You can play an instrument on other people's music. You can write songs for other people. So you could write, melodies. You could write lyrics. You could write raps. There's so many things that you could do. You could do college shows. Okay, those are a big one. I told everybody college shows pay a minimum of $800 usually. You could get a booking agent to help you book those shows. If you comment the word Christmas, I keep on forgetting to tell you guys, comment the word Christmas. For those of you that just joined, comment Christmas. I'll send you a link so that you can get our list of more than 10,000 booking agents and festivals and that pay artists to perform and college radio stations that play music from independent artists. But you have to comment the word Christmas. I automatically send you the link, or DM me the word Christmas and I'll send it to you. It's 85% off right now. In a couple of days, it doubles, and then it goes up to like $600 for you to have access to all these things. Okay, it's going to go way up. I don't want you guys to have to pay for that. Okay. So those of you, I see some of you guys laughing about my Getting Drunk on the Farm song. Yeah, top lining, exactly. Mansion says, wow, you so right. Thanks, Boo. I appreciate you. All right, cool. So then we talked about teaching. That's another form of income. So you can teach singing. You can teach rapping, you can teach songwriting, you can teach performing, you can teach producing. If you're an engineer, you can teach engineering. Like, you can teach so many different things, okay? Now we're getting into the last 2. We've already covered 11 forms of income. So now we're going to cover the last 2 forms of income. Membership sites. People overlook these. Oh my God, guys. And this is one of the best things that you could do. I'm going to tell you why. There's a an artist. Her name is Amanda Palmer. I don't know if you know who that is, but her name is Amanda Palmer. She's not particularly like my style of music. Like when I listen to her music, I'm like, eh. But she's fantastic. Like she's just a fantastic human. I read her book. She's great. She has this like love for humankind, like no other. I mean, just beautiful human. And she's like really like not like pop starish. Like her eyebrows are shaved. She doesn't shave her armpits, so she has like hairy armpits, and she's just like, fuck it, here I am, take it or leave it. I love that about her. And she she has a membership site, and people pay a certain amount of some of them only pay $1 a month. Some of them pay like $250 a month to be a part of the site. And it's incredible. She makes $100,000 a month. Look her up. Check out her music. It's not that like I don't want to say it's not that great. It's just not like what you would think. Like if you think someone's making more than $1 million a year off their music, you think it's going to be like some pop produced thing. And her music's not that. It's very raw. It's very real. It's not. She's not particularly like a fantastic singer or pianist or anything. She's just a fantastic human. I have so much respect for her because of what she's done in her business. So I highly recommend checking her out because she's doing $100,000 a month right now. Probably doing even more now because she's been doing this for a while. But she's 100,000 people and $100,000 a month in recurring income. And it's not like some popular pop modern EDM or anything like what you'd probably expect her. Her name is Amanda Palmer, Christopher. So her name is Amanda Palmer. If you look her up on Patreon, she's doing $100,000 a month right now. Membership sites. You can set up a membership site where maybe, no, she's not blessed. She works hard. It's a difference. She's not lucky. She's not blessed. Nobody handed it to her. She worked very, very hard for this. Her story is incredible. She has an incredible story. She's worked her ass off. A lot of you don't even have a membership site. You can go set one up on Patreon. You can set one up on Bandzoogle. And she's just worked her ass off. A lot of you never set one up. You've never even set one up. So even if somebody wanted to join your membership site, they couldn't. That's the problem here. So many of you guys don't have a product. You're not selling anything. So nobody can buy anything from you. Like they can't buy anything from you. So if they can't buy anything from you, why are you mad that you're broke? You haven't even created anything for them to buy. Do you have your website set up? Are you sending people to your website? Are you doing live streams? Are you sending out emails? Are you commenting on all your fans? Are you collaborating with other musicians? Are you going live with other musicians? What are you doing? Because if all you're doing is sitting in the studio and posting stuff on YouTube and then sending people to Spotify, which is the worst way for you to make money because it only makes you a fraction of a penny, is that really like a reason for you to be mad? Like, how can you be mad? You can't. So that's why you got to create stuff, create products, create services that people can buy. David says, do you know what she offers on her Patreon? Yeah, just go to her Patreon. It's Amanda Palmer, Palmer. Amanda Palmer. You're going to see, she has like 15 different options. Like I think the $1 option is like you get a song download. I think she has a $2 option. She has like a $5, $10, $25. She has all kinds of different options. So definitely see what she offers. There's other people that only have 3 offers. You know, like a $1, $25, and a $100 offer. Offer something, okay? You gotta offer something. So membership sites, that's the 12th way for you to make money, okay? 12th way. We've covered 12 ways of making money. And most of you guys only have a song on Spotify. So this is your wake-up call, okay? If you guys needed a wake-up call, this is your wake-up call. You have to have other services for people to buy. Okay? David says, I'm going to have to do that. Yep. Louis says, do the work. Yep. Mike says, wow, she's smart. Amanda Palmer is very smart. Yes. Jay Harness says, facts. Awesome, guys. Yeah. And then Christopher said, how do you spell her name? It's Palmer, Palmer. So Amanda Palmer. Okay. Look her up. Ilkush says, I like your hustle. Thank you. Appreciate you. Comment the word Christmas for those of you that just joined. If you comment the word Christmas, I'll send you a link to a list of more than 10,000 music industry contacts, publishing companies, booking agents that can book paid shows for you, college radio stations that can get your music on college radio. Publishing companies that can get your music on movies and film. We're about to cover that one. That's going to be our last form of income. It's going to be our last form of income that we're going to cover here in a second, okay? How many of you guys are like, have been here like for the last, because I've been for the last hour and a half and I've been teaching 13 forms of income. Oh my God, guys, we've been covering 13 forms of income. Let's see. Guitar says, I've seen your advertising like a million times now and I definitely believe what you're saying, but I don't know much about you. Well, what do you want to know? All right, awesome, guys. I can share a little bit if you guys want to know. Before I jump into the last thing, Guitar says, what do you like? Did you have lessons? Okay, so my background is I started out living on a farm in the middle of New Mexico. I had no money and no resources. I recorded my first album in my boyfriend's closet. I sold candles going door to door. I sold chocolate. I sold burritos. We were very poor. We grew up in government housing. We lived off $100 a week. I started going door to door, selling things, making money. I saved my money and I duplicated albums and I sold those albums door to door. I used to knock on people's doors and I used to sing on people's doorsteps. And in the freezing cold and in 120-degree weather. Sometimes I didn't have a car, so I had a little electric scooter that I would ride around on because I couldn't afford a car. I slept on friends' couches. I bathed in gas stations. I ate off the dollar menu my whole life. And then when I was about 26 years old, I started treating my music like a business, and I made my first $75,000 in a year. And I created a plan, a real plan, like a business plan, and I followed it. And I stopped throwing shit at the wall and throwing stuff on YouTube. And I actually made money. And I, again, just like any business, you need a plan. And then I started to learn how to make money. And then I hit 6 figures, and then I hit 7 figures, and then I hit multiple 7 figures. And then I had quickly made a living doing what I loved. And then I got pregnant and I decided I didn't want to perform anymore. I performed 2,500 shows on 6 continents. I've charted on iTunes. I've released 8 albums. I've done a lot of things. I've got Spotify plaques. I've done a lot of cool things. I've performed in venues of 10,000 people, and I've performed in venues with 5 people. I've done anything and everything in the music industry. And when I got pregnant with my son, I decided I was going to just focus on him and helping other artists. So then I got into teaching, and I started creating courses and books and resources to help other artists so that they could live the life that I had and not have to go through what I went through. So now that's what I do. I focus on helping other artists book shows, helping other artists make money, helping other artists figure out online marketing. And I've created a whole business called Music Hustler to help musicians who aren't afraid to do the work, to help guide you so that you could have a life like what I did. Because my life was pretty cool, man. Like, I lived a really cool life. Like, I've traveled all over the world. I think I've done more than like what most people do in 10 lifetimes. And it's been really awesome. And so that's why I'm here now. I'm just creating resources, coaching programs, courses. I do live events. I throw lots of parties. I did an award show this year. I did a conference this year. I had tons of record labels, all kinds of cool things. I've flown out. I've given people thousands of dollars, musicians and prizes and stuff like that. My life is very, very different than what it was when I started. But it only happened because I was willing to do the work, and I was willing to fall and keep getting back up, and I was willing to fail and continue going, and I was willing to hear the word no 99 times before I heard the word yes. And so that's why I'm very hard on everybody. So I'm very, very, sometimes I feel like I'm mean to people. I feel like mostly I'm nice, but sometimes when people are lazy in my rooms, I'm like, quit being a little lazy bitch. It's not going to do anything for you. So I'm very, very tough on people, and I'm very, very adamant about you guys learning how to do things on your own. Because when you rely on a record label, when you rely on a manager, when you rely on other people, you give other people the power to dictate how successful you can be. And then you have to be nice to people that you don't like. And you have to put up with people's shit, even if they're rude to you. And it sucks. It sucks. So the best thing that you could be is independent so that you have options. And if you want to work with the label and you want to work with a manager, great. You just don't want to have to rely on them. Okay, so let me see if there's questions so far. Little Rafi says, I'm inspired. Thank you. Patty says, sending you all the love. I'm so excited having tangible steps to make music an actual career. Awesome. You do. I mean, oh my God, we covered so many things, right? We have one more form of income that we're going to cover. Guitar says, do you teach people how to sell and make courses? I don't, but I learned from a man named Russell Brunson. Study him. He's amazing. Camdillo said, we love you. I love you too, baby. Appreciate you. Little Rafi said, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you guys. Can you believe it's already going to be like the new year? It's crazy. Happy holidays. You guys are sweet. The real Joka J says, how do I know if I buy the book that the people will even have me perform? You don't know, because what if you suck? I don't know. Think about that, guys. You have to take responsibility. If you buy my book of booking agents, all I can guarantee you is that there's booking agents in there. That's all. If you buy my list of festivals that pay artists to perform, all I can guarantee is that there are festivals that pay artists to perform in there. I can't guarantee you're going to get a show. What if you suck? I can't make them book you. You have to be like, you have to convince them. That's kind of like I tell everybody, let's say you were looking for a job and I was like, yo, Kentucky Fried Chicken is hiring. Would you yell at me and go, yo, Christine, but what if Kentucky Fried Chicken doesn't hire me? That's not my problem. I'm just letting you know Kentucky Fried Chicken's hiring. And if you walk over there, you can apply. Like, that's all I'm doing right now. Okay. So I'm just the bridge between connecting you with the people that are hiring, the music industry executives, but you have to do the work. I can't guarantee anything because if you're terrible, I can't make them book you. So you got to be responsible for being awesome. You got to be responsible for being talented. You got to be responsible for emailing them, reaching out to them. Be responsible for sending them an electronic press kit that is professional. Follow my instructions, by the way. At the beginning of each book, I cover how to email them. I cover how to write that to them. I cover what to say, what not to say. I cover what to include and what not to include, okay? So for those that are here, comment the word Christmas, okay? Just comment the word Christmas in the feed, and I will send you, literally comment, I automatically send you a link. If you're on TikTok, you have to DM it to me. Sorry, guys. I know I have a lot of people here on TikTok right now that are watching, but you have to DM me the word Christmas on TikTok, okay? Let's see here if there's, you said I don't suck, LOL. Okay, then you should be all right. Said put in the work, got to take the risk. Let's see here. We got some happy faces. You said, LOL, I feel you. Real talk. That's a fact. You said, oh, lit, I'm buying this. LOL, it's so funny. I love having these conversations with you guys. All right, awesome. Okay, perfect. All right, so the real Joka J, you actually have to type Christmas, okay? Because it's a software program. If you type Christmas, you have to spell it all the way out, then it'll send you the link, okay? So you gotta make sure that you type that out. Forget it. Let's see, Guitar with James said, it's Russell Brunson. Type Russell Brunson. Read the book Master Secrets. It's called Master Secrets, yeah. I think. Master Secrets by Russell Brunson. Mr. Ski Club said, how soon can we expect to get a booking if we play our part right? You never know. You don't know. Because what if you reach out to a booking agent and they happen to need you for a wedding next weekend? You could be booked like this. But let's say all the casinos that they book are already booked out for the next 8 weeks and they don't book until February. You might be booked in February. Let's say you still got work to do. Let's say they're like, hey, we like you, but you know what? We need a video of you performing 6 songs and you only sent us a video, your music videos. So let's say you take 3 months to shoot that video. So now there's 3 months before they can even submit you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of factors. There's no way to know. But the quicker that you start reaching out to them, the quicker the chances that you have of getting booked. That's all I can say, is the quicker that you start reaching out to them is the quicker that you have the chances of getting booked. And the more that you delay, the longer you're delaying your music career. So there's no promises in this industry. There's no guarantees in this industry. There's only guarantees that if you don't do the work, nothing will happen for you. That's the only guarantee. And if you don't want to do the work because, and I just meet so many people that are like, well, I want something that's more guaranteed. I want to know that I have a paycheck. Well, then don't be in the music industry. Go do something else. Because if you're trying to make money in the music industry, you should be doing it because you love it, because we're artists, right? As artists, we can make money and we can make great money. And I'm giving you guys all these ideas on how to make money, but sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a little while for you to figure it out. And that's okay. But that's where the love comes in, because you love it so much that you're willing to sit there and you're like, when I was going door to door, guys, I remember like it sucked. I used to drive around this little electric scooter. It'd be 120 degrees outside. And I remember just going, you know what, this sucks. I'd be sweating, pouring sweat because I was selling CDs going door to door. Or it'd be so cold. I remember in the winter, I couldn't afford a jacket. Being so cold and not being able to afford a jacket. Being so cold that my skin was burning. I remember people would invite me to their house. Like, you want to come in? And I remember I wouldn't go in because I knew if I went in, I would warm up. Then I would have to go outside and get cold again. And that sucked. But I just remember one thing. I remember just saying, you know what, I'm just thankful that I have something that, even though I hate going door to door, I have something that I love so much that I'm willing to do this. Because a lot of people just have jobs that they hate and nothing that they love. Honey, have you ever asked someone, like, I've had so many things where I've talked to people and said, what would you want to do? If you could do anything in the world, what would you do? And they don't even know. Like, as an artist, we're very lucky to at least know what we love. So why not chase it? Why not go after it? That's how I saw it. It was like, how can I go after this? Right? Why not go after this? So, all right. Let me see if there's other questions here. If you just joined, if you comment the word Christmas, send you a list of our 10,000 booking agents, 10,000 festivals that pay artists to perform, 10,000 publishing companies that get your music on movies and film, 10,000 college radio stations that play your music on college radio. It's ginormous, guys. 10,000 music industry contacts. So if you're trying to book shows, whether you're trying to get your music on movies and film, whether you're trying to get your music on the radio, it's all there. So if you just comment Christmas, I'll send you a link. All right, let me see if there's other questions. Guitar with James says, do you have a favorite success story, like a band or artist that you felt? A favorite one? I love this one. Okay, so there's this guy that I work with. His name is James. The band is called Bofaya Band. So you can look him up, Bofaya. He's in his 60s. He's like 63, I think. And I meet so many people that are like, I'm too old. And a lot of times they're like 30 or 40 or something. And they're like, I'm too old. He came to me when he was 63. He said, Christine, I've never made more than $500 a show. So they had a 5-piece band. So 5 of them divided by 500 is $100 each. He said, I've never made more than $500 a night. And I said, okay, James, this is what we're going to do. And I told him what to do. We're going to change this. We're going to change that. We're going to do all these different things. And it wasn't a lot. It was mainly just a couple little adjustments. And Roz said, is a link for the contacts in the YouTube description? It should be, but let me give it to you anyway, okay? YouTube is a little tricky. If you're here on YouTube, link to the music industry contacts. Okay. There you go, Roz. And by the way, this goes up. It's 85% off right now. This goes up in 2 days. It's going to double. And then for New Year's, it's going to go up. It's going to be $600 to have access to these lists. Okay. If you want them now, they're $47. You have to comment the word Christmas. If you're on TikTok, you need to DM me the word Christmas. Okay. So comment the word Christmas. If you're on Instagram, the list to all these music industry contacts is 85% off. Okay. So I was back to my story. I was working with a gentleman who's 63 years old and had never made more than $500 a night. There were 5 of them that they had to separate. It was $100. And so they'd make $100 a night. Within 6 to 8 weeks of us working together, he booked his first $10,000 show. He didn't change anything about his show. He didn't change the band members. They didn't change anything. I just had them make a different video. And he didn't, at first he was like, Christine, I don't know. I don't think that this is going to make a difference. I'm like, trust me, James, I've done this for a very long time. Within 8 weeks, he booked his first $10,000 show. He did what I tell him to do. We changed the video, and then I told him to reach out to venues. This is how you reach out to venues. These are the people that you reach out to. And he did it. He booked his first $10,000 show on the other side of the country. He went to New York. It's amazing. So that was one of my favorite things. Guitar with James says, if I keep asking the best questions, will I get your course for free? You can't get it for free, but next month I am going to start doing coaching again, which I stopped doing. I've stopped doing for a long time. I stopped doing them years ago because I was raising my son. If you guys have kids, it's very, very hard. I'm a single parent, so it's been tough. So I had to stop doing a lot of things. But I will start coaching again. I'm going to have this new program. I haven't even talked about it, so this is the first time I'm talking about it, next month. And I'm going to have not just me, but other amazing record labels and, platinum producers and songwriters and all kinds of cool things going on. And it'll be a monthly subscription. So that's going to start next month. I think there's a $47 version and a $97 version for the first 100 people that sign up. So if you'd like to, be a part of that, just shoot me a DM, and then we're building out the site right now. So you can't join yet. You'll be able to join later. So I'm working on that. All right, cool. So let's get into the last form of income because we're in the last 12 minutes. If you comment the word Christmas, don't forget, comment the word Christmas, and I'll send you a link to 10,000 music industry contacts, publishing companies, booking agents, festivals that pay artists to perform, college stations that play, college radio stations that play independent music. Comment the word Christmas and I'll send it to you. All right, awesome. Jay Legacy, what up, Jay Legacy? Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Next said Christine, such an inspiration. Awesome, thank you, boo. The real joke. So he had joined my coaching program at the time and one of my courses. So he had paid $1,000. So that was my courses are $1,000. We might offer them for cheaper next year. We haven't decided yet. But you can join my coaching programs starting next year, where I'm going to have me and a bunch of other coaches once a week, and it's going to be $97 a month. And then it's going to go up to $197. So, and that's going to be the cheapest, craziest, most inexpensive thing I've ever offered, because I've gone crazy and I've just decided to make it more affordable for everybody. But yeah, that's how much it usually is. Okay, awesome. Guitar with James says, well, how much is it for the coaching? So it depends, James. I have a $5,000 coaching program, and this is where we focus on getting you gigs. And it's a 8-week program. But next month is when we just start like it's a membership. And we're going to have different like record label NRs and producers and that sort of stuff. It's going to be $97 for the first 100 people. And then it's going to be $197 for the people after that. So it's going to be really inexpensive because it's group coaching. So, all right, awesome. Let's see here. Hey, Next 16, what up? You already purchased like 4 or 5 of my books. Awesome. Hopefully you're putting them to work, because that's where you're going to get the results. Ecclesi the King said Christmas. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Next 16 bought a badge. Oh, I appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you. Okay, awesome. Guitar with James says, wait, what? People will mix your stuff? Nobody will mix your stuff, James. I don't offer mixing services. Miklina says, yeah, but that's something different, guys. What I was talking about with the $97 per month thing, that's something totally different. I'll be announcing it next year. It's some coaching that we're doing with a few different record labels and some other things like that. And it's going to be 97 at 197, so it's going to be going up. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, you guys get a list of 10,000 music industry contacts, and it's only $47. Okay, so I don't want you guys to get mixed up and start thinking that, because we're doing like a huge, amazing sale right now, 85% off. So make sure that you guys know that. I don't want you guys thinking that you have to pay more for that. All right, awesome. All right, so last form of income. So the last form of income that you can get paid for, that I'm talking about today, I talked about 13 different forms of income, is publishing and syncing. So a lot of you guys think that if you want to get your music on movies and film, that you have to be famous, you have to have a record deal, you have to have a big Spotify following, you have to have a big TikTok following or something like that. And that's not true. You don't have to have that. In fact, they don't care if you have that. All that happens, so basically there's music supervisors, there's music publishing companies, and their job, like what they get paid for, like their salary, they get paid for. They get paid when they get songs placed on movies and film. So basically, someone either gives them a budget or they focus on going and finding. So there's 2 ways that they do it. Either someone gives them a budget and they say, here's $25,000, go spend this on getting music on our film, or their job is to present music to the filmmakers and hopefully get the music placed on a movie or film. So that means they're working really hard to get your music. So if they've partnered with you and they've said, oh my God, your music is amazing, let me try to get this on a movie and film, they're going to hustle. They're going to work their ass off because they want to get their music on movies and films and commercials because they get a cut. So usually it's like a 50-50 split. So they'll like split with you like 50-50, right? So they'll take like 50% off of, like let's say they get you booked for $1,000, they'll take $500 and they give you $500. So that's like amazing because you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to pay them to shop it. They just go out and they do the work for you. So they're doing all kinds of work for you for free, and they only charge you if they get you paid. So you guys split it if they get you paid. So that's what's awesome, okay? So if you comment the word Christmas, that's one of the lists that we use. So we actually send you 10,000 music industry contacts, which is awesome. We send you 10,000 music industry contacts, and we in there it's the publishing companies and music supervisors. So you can send your music to them, and if they like you, then what they do is they go out and then they push your music to other people. And they if they get you published, if they get your music on movies or film, they'll they literally just split it with you. So you don't have to pay them anything up front. It's awesome. Like it's super cool. And that's the way booking agents work too. So if you comment the word Christmas, we also send you a link so you can get a list of booking agents. They usually only take 10%. So usually if they book you a show, they usually only take 10%. So it's pretty nice, right? They're only taking 10% from you and you don't have to pay them anything up front. It's the same thing with these publishing companies. You can get your music on movies, film, commercials. And by the way, if you get your music on commercials and that sort of thing, every time that commercial plays, you get paid. Every time the TV show plays, you get paid. Like I always tell everyone, imagine like the people from Friends, remember where everybody knows your name. They've gotten paid for forever and really good money because they've used their music. Like it's insane, guys. That's what's the power of getting your music on movies and film and TV shows and commercials and video games. You can get paid like forever. You did the work once and now you're getting a check forever. So when you comment the word Christmas, once again, comment the word Christmas, and you get music supervisors and music publishing companies and all those things. Co-percussion says, keep in mind 10% of gross profit, not net. All that's net. What are you talking about? If I show up for a show and I get paid $300 and they're taking 10% of $300, they take $30. I mean, what? I spent $5 in gas to get there. What are you talking about? It's like, that's net profit. Unless it's like, unless you're, I don't know what else you're spending money on, but it's mostly profit. It's your time at that point that you're spending. So Young Callie says, how do you contact the agents or how do you send an email? So good question. So inside the books, if you open the books, the PDFs, so when you get the PDFs, you open the PDFs. Sorry, guys, I've been online for a long time now, so my brain is kind of fried because I'm about to log off. At the beginning of the books, I actually cover how to contact them, how to write them, what to say to them, and what to send them. So actually all the emails that you're going to send them, I actually give you a template. So there's a template on it, and you can literally send an email and you just customize it. Like I go, hey, my name is Christine Morel. You know, I'm a singer and a pianist. I specialize in doing pop, soul music. Here's the types of songs that I do. I specialize in getting people to dance and sing, but I can also, you know, play for a cocktail hour, you know, something like that. And then you include a link to a promo video. I actually cover how to make a promo video inside the list. So when you get my list, I cover exactly how to make one video that you send. You don't send 10 videos. I cover how to make one video. And then I cover how to, what to say and what not to say. So it's all included in there, okay? So I'm about to log off, guys. Let me see if there's any last minute questions. Raz says, with the one-time payment of $47, do I have access to these contacts for a lifetime? You do. So with the $47, you get our lists that we have right now, but you also get, when we update the 2023 versions, you automatically get those too. So you automatically get the 2023 version. So you get the ones that we have now, and then we usually update them in the summer. So we update them all, and then you get the updated ones too for free. So that's a big bonus, Raz. So you get both. So that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that. Okay, and Shazar says, love that you have the tutorials with the PDFs. Yeah, well, you know what? I wanted you guys to be prepared so that I don't just give you the lists. I wanted you to know how to comment and how to write them and how to, not comment, I'm sorry, how to reach out to them and what to send them so that you could get some results, you know. So, all right. Okay, awesome, guys. I've had such a great time with you guys today. I'm going to take a little break. I'm actually going to be on a little later, and I'll come on for like one more session just to answer any questions before Christmas, because I promised that I would do this every day and do live Q&As and be here for you guys. So comment the word Christmas. You'll get a link to my list of 10,000 music industry contacts. You'll get a link for you to learn more about it. Let's say you had some questions that I didn't get to answer. Just comment the word Christmas. Everything will be there, and I'll be on a little later and can answer those questions for you, okay? All right, guys, I hope that you have an amazing day. And if you're on a little later, I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye, guys. All right, see you guys.